Hey folks, in this video I'd like to share some tips on working with the little icon we have here beside the website name. It's actually a Font Awesome icon, so it makes it really easy to change. Or you can get rid of that and put your own graphic logo in there. I mean, you can even get rid of the entire text logo and have your own graphic in here. So let me just show you how to do those things. First, let's say we want to replace this entire thing with your own logo image. I'll just quickly show you how to do that. We'll go back into Expression Web. We'll open up the library folder, the shared folder. Now, to get rid of the new logo and the tagline right here, we just simply open up the website name and we go to Code View, and where it says website name, we get rid of that, and where it says tagline, text goes here, we get rid of that, and we're done. The rest you can leave in there because you can always use this for something else later on, but save and update. Boom, Bob's your uncle. The next thing we need to do is open up the graphic logo page. Now let's just say for fun, we're just going to switch directly over to another Font Awesome icon. So instead of the paw, we'll put something else. Well, we need to fire up our web browser. We need to go to the Font Awesome website. You may just need to Google that one, but it'll bring you to the fontawesome.github.io. And once we're here, click on Icons and scroll on down and find the icon of your choice. Let's go with this Chrome icon right here. That's kind of cool. Now, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to grab this entire icon class right here and copy it. I'm going to go back to Expression Web. I'm going to open up my graphic logo page, which I already had open, and switch it right over to Code View. You can't do this in Design Window. I'm going to give myself a little bit of white space, paste in that icon I copied. Now all I really need is, you see the word paw? I just need to replace that with the word Chrome. Okay, so I'm just doing a double click on the word Chrome, double click on paw, paste, and then hit the space bar once to make sure that Chrome isn't stuck up against the FA, right? FYI, these little things right here, that just determines the size of the icon. You can use anywhere from 1x to 5x. Okay, so now that we have Chrome in there, I'm going to get rid of this right here and save my page. I'm going to go back to my browser. I'm going to refresh it. And there it is, just the Chrome icon right there. Now, that's not really going to tell anybody what our website's about. So if we have our own graphic logo and we want to put that in here, well, we can go ahead and do that. One of the first things we need to figure out, though, is how big a logo do we need? Well, that's really, you can do one of two things. You could take a look at the existing area that it's in and sort of use a tool like Firebug for Firefox, or you could use Chrome, and you can inspect that particular area. And usually it's going to be a header or a menu bar or something like that. So we're just going to sort of click until we find whatever is sort of the, see how it's highlighted? Okay, so that looks about the entire height of the area right there. And then we can sort of scrub through here and see if there's anything in here with a height. Oh, there it is, menu bar, minimum height, 101 pixels. You'll find no matter what, pretty much every website where there's a menu bar or something like that up top where there's your logo, anywhere between 80 and 100 pixels is going to be about the height. So make sure that your logo image is probably no larger than 100 pixels tall, or it's going to start to break out and cause problems, right? So with that said, let's just hop back into Expression Web and let's drag an image out here in the page and replace the icon class with an image class. Really easy to do once I show you how. Anyways, we're going to go to our site folder. I'm going to open up my images folder. And for this example, I'm going to use my fave icon PNG because it's a smaller image than there is room in the header, and it's going to give me the ability to show you how to help position that a little bit. So I'm going to drag that onto my page, type in my alt tag, click OK, and now I have an image on the page. I can get rid of the I class. Just get rid of that whole thing. And just to tidy it up, I'm going to get rid of the extra space. Okay, I'm going to save. I'm going to go back to my page and refresh. Just like so. And now I have a graphic. Let's just pretend this is a graphic logo. It's actually a fave icon, as you heard earlier. But it's not really where I want it positioned. I don't want it so close to the top with all this space below it, right? And you'll probably run into this with logos that don't fit exactly. I mean, if you have the graphic chops and the graphic tools, do a screenshot, figure out the height of the area you want it to fit into, and make your logo fit exactly. That's the best possible option. If you don't have that option, you're going to have to, use some CSS to manipulate it and make it position where you want it to go. So in this case, that's our option. So we're going to push this down from the top a little bit. In order to do that, We're going to just close things up a bit here. I'm going to jump back to my graphic logo page. And I'm going to show you something really cool that we've included. It's called the helper.css. And what this is, it's a style sheet with a lot of predefined styles that help you change the margins and the paddings and whatnot for different elements via a class. So, for example, here's our image alt logo. What we're going to do here is right after the img, the word img, we're going to hit the space bar, type in CL for class, then hit enter. It already creates the equal and the thing and the little quotes. And we're going to go and find a margin. You can sort of read through here and get familiar with stuff after a period of time, but margin top is what we're looking for. And this will help push that image down a little bit. So let's go with margin top 15, right? So this class right here, margin top 15, is what we really need. So in other words, in these quotes, I'm just going to type in the word margin hyphen top hyphen 15. Okay, now it may be a little bit confusing to start with, but once you start to work with these margins and these paddings and these helper classes, you'll find that positioning things in your page just got a whole lot easier by adding a class and then whatever particular positioning style you think will work best. There we go. You see I just refreshed the page and it bumped down a little bit. So let's just try something different. Let's go with 25, save, back to the page, refresh, and it bumps down a little bit more. And then you can stack your classes. For example, then you can go margin, left, 100, right? You'd actually have to go through this style sheet and just make sure that there is a margin left 100. And how do you do that? Just do a Control F, type in the word margin hyphen left, and then find next, and then find next, and find next. There it is, margin left, right there. Whole category of margin lefts with all the different pixel spacings and whatnot. So we go by 5s up to 100, then by 25s up to 200. All right. So that's that. So let's just save that, margin left 100, and it should bump over to about here or so when I refresh. And there it is. There we go. So you can put your own logo in there. If it's too small, then you can use the different helper classes to help position it a little bit better. And like I said, really, if you've got the graphic chops, make your own logo, make it fit, resize it to fit. Take a screenshot, whatever tool you use to measure things out, the better. But that's how to get things done.